morning. How are you this morning? Hope everybody is having a wonderful day. And I'm trying to get fast enough to make all these things happen. It's like magic in the background. Over here. There we go. It's trying to get all the things to mother, love, whatever. And I did it. It just takes a little bit sometimes, and it's okay because I'm like, okay. And I just got a new mouse this morning, which sounds stupid that it should slow me down, but I really like those ball mice, something like that. So I have one for my computer out on the couch because I work till bedtime, and and then I have this new one that I just put on this computer. So it is challenging to figure out because it's got a little stick to it. Anyways, good morning, Rosin. How are you this morning? Mystical Thorn, good morning. How are you? I haven't been on in a couple days. We've been busy. We've been out taking advantage of the beautiful weather. It is not 5 million degrees. We've been out working in the pastures and all sorts of fun stuff. I call it fun because, well, what else are we going to call it? But working with the horses and stuff like that. So, farm life, right? Heather Johns, good morning. Good morning, Penny. We had a bonfire a couple nights, and let me tell you, so our granddaughter, Adeline, had taken and turned the grill on and drained all of the propane. And when we figured out Diana, good morning. I hope it's going well with your house. We figured it out. We turned it off, right? There was no gas left in the thing. She did this a while ago anyways. So Sam had marinated these steaks. And I know, we're like, what the hell has this got to do with anything intuitive? Sam had marinated these steaks. It was the second day, the farmer's life for me. And we needed to use these steaks. So we took and we made a bonfire. We made a fire in the fire pit. And we put the grill on top of it. Best steaks I've had in my life, bar none. Bar none. They were the best steaks I have ever had. And that means going to 5-star restaurants and shit. Okay? They were just so good. It was amazing. But so Sam and I had a nice weekend. We got a lot of stuff done. And I'm doing daily walks on this walking thing, this WalkFit app, whatever. So on my walks, I'm listening to podcasts and mostly YouTube, a lot of stuff because I don't know a whole lot about podcasts. And it sounds really old and stupid. But I haven't worked my way navigated through podcasts. Campfire is always the best. Oh my God, it was so good. So I'm trying to come up with new things to watch on topics. So I guess this morning I'm kind of going, what are you guys watching? What are you guys listening to? What is lighting your fire? Because I feel a change coming. Feel a change coming. I do. I feel it. I feel mega 2x4 therapy coming. Michelle, you changed your profile. I like it. I feel something coming down the pike, and it's interstellar is what I know. That's all I know. And I'm trying to just roll with the punches on this because I know this is going to be a big whack. And you guys don't talk about, like, you have something coming spiritually. You've got the edge of it. You've latched onto the edge of it, and you know what it has kind of to do with. And my guides are over here going, my guides are so patient. They're over here going, oh no, Diana, this 2x4 therapy, I just feel it. I know it. It's coming, and it is huge. And I'm not saying it's like, la, 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 la. Like, I'll be doing a bunch of new shit. It is, I'm going to be expanding on some things that I really enjoy doing that I haven't taken the time to do. And it's time for new birth. Absolutely, Penny. So, over the years, I have allowed myself to be so like this. Like if I was a sphincter, there was nothing coming out of it. And it just the last couple weeks, and I know we closed the membership like a month and a half ago, but the last couple weeks have been very weird for me because, like yesterday, I woke up and I'm like, "What are we doing here today? Like, what are we doing today? I have no idea." Like in my nature is let's go run and do something. Let's go run. Let's go be busy. And we didn't. It was so weird. We just ambled around and did what we needed to do throughout the course of the day. And as I'm kind of going through this, my soul is going, "Hey, dumbass, this is the way it's supposed to be." And I went, "Really?" hmm I'm relearning that we are supposed to find the joy in all the day, right? And not feel as if everything is a crush of work. And I think as humans, we have fallen into this energy of if we're not busy, we're not productive. Kelly, good morning. If we're not busy, we're not being a productive human, right? If we don't have the next best thing placed in front of us where we have to be achieving, that we're failing. These are things I'm learning, and I'm a little old to be learning these things, but it's what's coming across. And with this new 2x4 therapy that's coming in, because you guys know, if you watched for any length of time, you know that I will throw myself under the bus because I am just trying to figure this human existence out, just like everybody else, right? We're trying to figure out what our next step is all the time. And it's one of the most common questions. What is my soul's journey? What am I supposed to be doing? What is next? I have no answer for myself on this. Right? I always plan stuff out. Yeah, we're going to Sedona. That's going to be amazing. It's going to be so much fun. Anybody that wants to go to Sedona, you're welcome to go to Sedona. You can find it on the webpage. But in regards to, I have daily tags for myself to reach. I don't. What the hell? So what do I do now? It's okay. I relax. That's what I do, and I'm working on it. And I'm like, well, I need to build a new goat shelter. And I'm not talking to Sam about it too much because I'm going to build the goat shelter. And if I say anything to him, then it becomes this huge project. This man, I love this man. Anybody else have someone else in their life? I go, what did I say the other day? Oh, we need to fix this section of fence. Now, when I say we need to fix this section of fence, it was on the ground. Like how the horses stayed in, I have no idea, other than maybe they're just dumb. They're not really. Clem just chose not to go over it. That's what it is. But it was down. So I said, let's do this. And he went, then we're going to do blah, 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 blah. And he's redoing the whole entire pasture. And I'm instantly overwhelmed. This is the fastest way to shut me down. When I say we need to do this, and he knows this, he's been married to me for ever. And he's like, it's like 5 months worth of work. I'm like, oh God. And then I get upset and I walk away. Michelle, come on. We are going to have so much fun. Some of the things that I'm talking about in this leveling up that I have coming up, this 2x4 therapy, absolutely has to do with some of the things we're going to be doing in Sedona. So I will tell you guys some of the things that I know. And there's like people, TikTok is so changeable, you guys. If you guys are on TikTok and you're watching, I can't see how many people are there. Just give me a shout out and let me know if you're on TikTok. Because we don't always just sit and do readings. And TikTok is very changeable. Like the very short spans of people that come through. You could have 2,000 people pop into your live and take off and be gone. It is amazing to watch. So when I'm walking, because walking meditation is a big deal. The collective, Heather, that is totally it. If you come, you're bringing mushroom candy. going to get in trouble on TikTok again. I can't help myself. Anyhow, let's go. I have been feeling a total shift in my role in my life, not my role online shifting, absolutely. But my life is shifting to good morning, Lisa Phillips. The things that were incredibly important before have look at us. We're going to take a magic carpet ride in Sedona, obviously. So, so my role is shifting, and I feel like the carpet's being pulled out from underneath me a little bit, and I'm struggling with it because I am a creature that does not care for a lot of change. Um, but my guides on the other side are going, you need to meditate. You need to meditate. Come meditate with us. And I'm going, I'm scared. I'm scared because when they do that, when my guides are just like, it's time to meditate, and I feel that 2x4 coming, I know something big is coming. But my need to be online all the time has stepped back a little bit. Like, I don't know. I don't feel like I'm like egotistical about being online. Oh, thank you. I polished them, and this is like 4 days worth of work on them. I enjoy the community, and I enjoy the oh, I understand. Thank you. Um, see, I enjoy the community. I enjoy the people and the connections that we've all made, and we bring all this together as a community. It's not just who gets the next reading. And you notice I don't answer questions, right? People will pop on here with a lot of questions, and over time that has fallen away because that's not how, as a community, we vibrate. Even people that see people ask repeated questions on here have been here long enough, and they will tell other people she'll answer when the time comes, right? If she that's how she does it. But I really feel like I'm going to be moving more towards trance mediumship and working with the collective and doing trance sessions. Heather says, I so understand the exaggeration in things. I asked for a chicken coop and got a palace. Heather, let me tell you, I appreciate your chicken palace. I really do. Angel, it is where spirit leads you. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. So I need to sit down, and I already know that I'm going to be working with a couple different, Janet Cruz, a couple different goddesses. And I already know that. And that's fine. I'm comfortable with them. Which is so weird to say, right? I'm comfortable with them. But something's stewing in the background. And when I know, you'll know. Because I'll probably get online and do some channeling, some trance mediumship, not channeling. So Penny, so this is what Penny says. You have a message to receive and a message to give, but I'm feeling it's not online, but not sure if it's a book or an object. I actually have a book going in my brain. I feel like you're talking about this. I feel a very positive direction. There's a book in the brain. How are you, Janet? I know I see you online every once in a while, but not. I see Matt more than I see you, and he's not on as often. I think our syncs have changed, right? Our algorithms. So I love working with Artemis. Actually, I have a piece of Artemis that I'm working Artemis work I'm doing right now in the garage on the laser, and I'm fighting with a laser. I'm fighting with it today. So the book has changed. The book gear has changed, and I guess that's why it's not written yet. It was going to be all about intuitive development and how we step forward as intuitives and come out of our shell. And that's what it was going to be. And it's still going to be about that too, but it's also going to be about some of the pitfalls that we find along the way. and how to better care for ourselves and not fall into some of the traps that we see of overwork and getting so wrapped up in something that you don't live a life. That you don't live a life. And it's so easy to do. Jana is on TikTok. She says, I'm so into social media these days, but doing well. I'm so glad to hear that. I was wondering about you the other day. And yeah, social media. Yeah, I get you. I get you. So, Sherry Ann, good morning. Autumn, good morning. Jansen, good morning. Summertime. Rachel, good morning. Gimme Corpse. But I do. Trance mediumship is fascinating to me, and I don't understand. It should be weird, but it's not, and it feels like home for me. So I need to start sitting in my own energy more and really, really moving forward with that. I know, right? Summertime. And summer is like officially here in a couple days. Yay! We're excited. I have a piece of pottery for Artemis. I love the Artemis energy. Diana's talking about setting boundaries and taking care of self. So, so, so important. And I think that's going to be part of something that I put on paper. But you're Penny, you're totally right. There's a book. Eventually, it's not time. It's not time. I thought it was time last year, and then last year was so busy that, anyways. That's the peacock. The door is open. Sorry, summer is coming in. Just as fascinating as it for you, it is also the observer for transmediumship connection is phenomenal. It is so amazing when I get to hear on the other side of it that like the face changes and I get to experience the feeling of the knowledge that's coming through, but I'm not involved in the knowledge. So that's really interesting. It's really interesting. And I need to see, that's the thing. I want to put a goal out there for it, but it's just not time. It's just not time yet. I need to sit with myself a little bit. You love peacocks? Let me tell you. Our peacock, our male, he might not make it. He comes at us again. He ain't gonna make it. We have grandbabies to protect. Okay. It is time. Can I get a whoop whoop in the room? Let's do a collective card for everybody first. What is that? The sunshine. That's not a normal song for me. That's not normal for me. I was walking to the Phantom of the Opera yesterday. And so Sam came in and I was taking a shower and I had Phantom on. And I haven't listened to the Phantom of the Opera. I love that bird. And so long. And and Sam come in and he goes, "Oh, are we having a Bill morning?" And I went, "Oh." Bill loved Phantom of the Opera, particularly Sarah Brightman singing Phantom of the Opera. And one of his requests was that we go see Sarah Brightman in concert. I haven't found her in concert yet. I got to check that out. But I was walking with Bill yesterday. There's no sunshine when she's gone. Is that how it goes? Good morning, Tammy Tinhorn. Good morning from Arizona. We will be there in September in Cottonwood. We are going for a retreat, a gathering, a get-together, a fun. Obviously, we are fun people. We are going to have a good time. You love it. Have I ever used these cards? I don't think so. I don't think I've ever used these cards. Look at this, though. Look at this, falls right into what we're talking about this morning. I love the words down here, but I'm looking more at the energy of this of the object in there. I know there's a name for that thing, but like a centra something. And it just feels like a complete energy, right? A very complete, loving energy. Yes, you need to recharge your batteries, Care Bear. And then we talk about expanding what we have going on in life, expanding our love for ourselves and our own personal energy. Can't make this shut up. And then we have to sit. Oh, why is my shoulder hurt? Ow. And then we have to expand, right? We have to look forward and investigate what are the things that we find fascinating and work on those things. So what is it today? So I just had Aphrodite Venus in my chart. Care Bear. What is it today that you feel you could expand on? And it doesn't have to be this huge monumental, why are these court cards? Monumental thing, right? It doesn't have to be huge. It can be something small that you just feel you need to touch on, you need to work on. It could be reaching out and checking on somebody that you feel their energy's off. Expand something in their life too. It doesn't have to be just for you. It can be an expansion of awareness of, okay, I'm going to open up and I'm going to find out what I need. Fine. These are nice cards, but they bother me because they're warped. Like, it's warped. No, I don't like that. I like these. Be in the moment. Just breathe and take it in. Absolutely. Who gives themselves the time to just breathe and take it in? Sitting around the fire? Oh my gosh. Just the last week we've been doing this here and there, and I'm like, first of all, I was very restless because I'm like, I gotta be doing something. I can't just be sitting here looking at flames dancing. And then I just sat and watched flames dancing. I felt better. That was her saying, yes, work with me. Yes, absolutely. Validation. So give yourself some time. Figure out what it is. Maybe it's because I've never used them. I don't know. There's a stupid amount of decks up here that I don't work with. I have a couple. You guys get a favorite. Okay. Ooh, I feel tarot coming on. I feel tarot coming on, and this is for Michelle. You lose yourself in the fire. I'm working on it. It's just like two different kinds of card stock. It's weird. I'm just trying to take the bend out of some of them because I'd like to use them, but that's very distracting. It's very distracting. Okay. Sitting on the porch drinking coffee. Sassy Mama, good morning. Good morning. Okay, that's too distracting. Good morning, Winged Wanderer. All right. Let's see. Michelle. Can you feel it lurking, Diana? It's lurking. Good morning, Laura Young. Let's go with dragons. Dragons? I thought I saw a dragon. And what movie's that from? It's one of my favorites, actually. Dragon, I thought I saw a dragon. My favorite song from that movie is Candle on the Water. I used to play it on the flute. Is it hunting? It is hunting. Dragon, I thought I saw a dragon. Nope. Good morning, Ruby Tuesday. Samantha Duncan, ding, 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 ding. It is Pete's Dragon, the original Pete's Dragon. I did watch the new one. It wasn't bad, but it's not the same. It's just not the same. Pete's Dragon, Candle on the Water. That's one of my favorites. It was such a beautiful song. It was a beautifully done program. But looking and watching it as an adult, you kind of go, I think they were going to cook that kid. We were talking about this. I have not forgotten about you, Michelle. If you rewatch the original, we were kind of like, after a while, they start talking about marinating with onions and stuff, and I was like, what the heck? I know, it was so weird. You have to rewatch it and think about it. I guess after he couldn't plow anymore. I think I'm kidding. What the heck? Okay, Michelle, have you hung out? Are you still here? Okay, so this is talking about, what are your boundaries like? Do you have good boundaries? Do you tell people no? Or are you the giver that's like, give, 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 give? Let's see how many things I can do for other people and not do as much for myself. It's also a way of protecting yourself a little bit, because it's easier to do for others than it is to turn inward and think of ourselves all the time. Uh, oh, Samantha, the kids' movies are some of the best, right? Who's watched Soul? Anybody watch Soul on Disney or Onward? Every once in a while you hear me say Onward, and it's because I love Onward. We watch cartoons. Heck yeah. Okay. So, Michelle, they're talking about setting some boundaries. Yes, we need to have boundaries. Boundaries are incredibly. You got your daughter Rachel to join today. Yay! So thank you so much, Sassy Mama. She's over on TikTok and encouraging people to share and invite people in. We're trying to grow TikTok, because we're on Resteam. It does allow us to share those, so we might as well, right? Okay, so Michelle, set some boundaries, but you don't have to be mean about it. You can be like, I'm sorry. Today I am, and you can say no with a smile on your face. You actually can. Mhm. Summertime. No, you're fine. We do question. I don't necessarily answer questions. What I do is when I say whoop whoop and people reply, that helps me see who's still here, and it gives me an energetic feel for you. But then it also, that's when while calling you, and I usually just give you the information that your guides want you to know. Why do I do that? Because what you think you need to know, the universe knows what you need to know, not you think what you want and they know what you need. So that's why I do it that way. Okay. I stopped giving. I used to help everyone. I used to do free readings. So Michelle, they're talking about, this is not that. This is not that. You guys went, nope, 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 nope. This is something else. Something that you need to um, be moving forward on and let go of some old preconceived notions, um, that were set in stone. So this is the final card here, and it's like, hey, working on shadow self. There's some things internal that you need to be working on that you haven't been. And also, I want to talk about, this has to do with the throat chakra and the heart chakra. They're talking about it's time to let some go some preconceived notions that they just don't serve you anymore. And I'm going to show you the cards because it might make more sense to you. But I love this card. Boundaries. That's the boundaries card, right? Making sure you're taking care of your own personal boundaries, and then being joyful. These are the areas of life that people can steal your joy by saying, I need, I need, I need, I need. But then they come up and they say, hey, you need to start working on some internal stuff, letting go of some old stuff. And we fall into social patterns or patterns in ourselves that say we don't necessarily need to do anything more, right? Let go of the ego. Absolutely. And it doesn't involve working with other people. This is about you. This is about you. They're like, this is something you need to work on. It doesn't have to do with anybody else. It has to do with you. No is a complete sentence. It is a complete sentence. It can absolutely be a complete sentence. Good morning, Cotton Candy. Good morning, Brandy. Good morning, Kim Harris. How are you guys this morning? Okay, so can I get a whoop whoop? I hope you was working on your little kid inside 2 years ago. I'm letting go of old. There's I hate to tell you there's more. Unfortunately, when it comes, well, fortunately, unfortunately, whatever. When it comes to shadow work, mirror work, whatever we call it, as shamans, we call it soul retrievals. Good morning, Miss Tarot D. We call it soul retrieval. We could stub our toe and need new soul retrieval. So it's just a matter of I have spine issues and it could be okay. So it's about letting go of the fear. Oh, letting go of the fear, that would be a good one. Oh, we all have a notion about that C word? Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Okay. Can I get a whoop whoop? Can I get a witness? So once I gave up, it would happen. And last time was if you didn't give up 2 years later, it happened. It happens that way. Yeah, we have to let go of the stress of things. That's a big deal. Letting go of the stress of things. If we keep the stress, we keep that emotion. The universe doesn't care whether we are sending out emotion of positivity or negativity. They're going to return it regardless, right? If it's negative, negative comes back. If it's positive, positive comes back. So we have to. The universe don't care. We are all sending you positivity, Michelle. Absolutely. Okay. Let's see. I'm going to go with Angel Thomas. Angel Thomas says, Angel Thomas. Okay. I don't know that I like this deck. Yeah, stay very, and I've heard people talk about laughter. Laughter. Have you guys heard this? But laughter, eliminating that C word. Okay. Moving on. Moving on. Moving on. I feel like I need to use this one for Angel. Angel, have I ever read for you? Angel. I hope it's helpful, Michelle. They've around about way. I am wonderful, Rachel Hudson. How are you? Yeah, laughter heals. Watch comedies. Watch comedies, and watch Becoming Supernatural on Gaia. Do you have Gaia? Watch Becoming Supernatural. And that's Dr. Dispenza, Joe Dispenza. He's amazing. It's amazing. His story is cool. That is the song for you, Angel. There's no sunshine when she's gone. That has been coming across for you. And that was commentary. Watch Blazing Saddles. If you want to laugh, anything by him is amazing. Or Spaceballs. Amy Bradley, how the hell are you? Okay. Angel. There's no sunshine when she's... I don't know if that means anything to you, or it's usually about the words. There's no sunshine when she's gone. That's all I know. You'll have to look up the song. Spaceballs. Mel Brooks, you guys, and he cannot make movies like he used to. Socially incorrect, right? I wish he, and of course he's like older than dirt, but I'd watch anything he put out. I really would. He did not care. Everybody should be offended watching his programs. Everybody should be offended. But we don't get offended. You know why? Because everybody can laugh at everybody. It's not one person singled out. Nobody's singled out. Young Frankenstein. Oh, that was fabulous. I've never watched The History of the World, so I need to watch that one. Okay, Angel, I'm glad that means something for you, because it was just cycling in my head, and I was like, oh God, who's this for? I cannot walk around with a song in my head all day, all day. Okay, let's see where we're at, Angel. Ooh, I want to talk about the misstep. I want to talk about I almost feel like one leg shorter than the other, actually. It's like it could create walking in circles. It could create a feeling of, I'm not getting very far very fast because I have this one step in my routine that is making me feel out of sync. Kim Bergman, good morning. Why did that do that? That's weird. But it's almost like there's a misstep in there, like you've missed doing something in particular, or you're just stumbling on one of life lessons going on at the moment. So I'm using the Moonology deck for you. Not quite sure why. It must have to do with I know a lot of people think of this as astrology. I think of this as extraterrestrial. So that's anytime I'm moving over to gods and goddesses now, I'm working more with extraterrestrial. The archetype of the gods and goddesses is just a way for them to translate that on a human level, that they're a higher energy that's been to help, that are available to help us, if that makes any sense. But they're talking about bringing love into the situation of life right now. And they call your life a situation. I don't know what you have going on, but they're like, there's a situation. You need to bring some love into it. And then sometimes it's really hard to love one another because, well, we're also very different. And we have set that up on the other side to be that different and that diverse. So I know, right, Amy? I know. If it's only on Facebook, but it is good to see you too. There's something new coming in, Angel. That's why the older things are falling. Yeah, people are doing those song lyrics. I'm like, I don't know. It's something new is coming into your life, Angel, and just know that where the gap is, you'll be lifted back up. I know it's stuck. It's stuck in your head. I'm so sorry. Because as you're walking forward and you feel as if you're walking in circles, what you're really doing is hard work, and it's working for you. It's paying off. You're just too close to it right now. You're just too close to it right now to see that what you're doing is, yeah, Winged Wanderer says clearing and rebirth. What you're doing is working. It's just super hard. And it sucks. um, but that walking in circles feeling will level out. I want to bring you daisies. I was like, okay, maybe you just need to sit out in nature and breathe. And someone walks up and hands you little white daisies like wildflowers. I don't know if this is someone from the other side or if it's a guide. This is a guide. And they're like, this is where joy is. Like right here in the very, very simple things. You have a habit of overcomplicating things. Like they're going, holy crap. You want to take something and just be like, they're saying simplify. And if it's stressful, simplify it. Your brain wants to figure things out. It wants to figure out the little things, the puzzles, the how do we make the how does this play into my life? You feel like that walking in circles with twin toddlers. Care Bear, God bless you. And my sister who just passed, also her favorite flower. Okay. All right. That makes sense then. So I do want to say I kind of tested that field to see, is this internal or external energy? And it feels like an energy that is in your energetic field. So that's the difference between psychic information, intuitive information, and mediumship. So I want to say that that person, your sister, is somebody that agreed to, when she moved to the other side, to come over and be a guide rather than someone that just pops in. So this is somebody that's going to be with you for the rest of your life, that you can rely on as a very dependable guide, that all you have to do is think and they're there, which is also, by the way we can do mediumship, but there's a different way that energy comes across. Okay. Now I can pull one over here. Okay. They didn't want you to have any, they didn't want you to do a pull from tarot cards for you. You needed fluff and light. So you don't have to balance everything by yourself. You're supposed to be asking for assistance. Don't try and do it all yourself. And don't lose lose your wonder of everything around you, because everything is laid there for you. Don't lose your passion for things. Just know that you are never alone. That is a peacock. It's Miss Tro, it's a peacock. Yeah, that's a peacock. It's not a cat, you guys. If it was, it would be a very large cat that's outside across the yard. So you can imagine how peaceful it is here. It's so peaceful. Actually, it is. It is very peaceful here. We have 12 acres, and um, I'm blessed. I'm blessed every day in every way. All right. I hope it helps, Angel. It does sound like a cat, though. It does. Yeah. Like a very obnoxious, loud cat. He's beautiful to watch, but he is beautiful to watch. I will say that. He's pretty. Peacock are stupid, though. Like, really stupid. Like, chicken stupid. You know, a chicken will drown itself by watching it rain. It's true. Peacock, so he's just stupid. And a pain in the butt. We got him by accident. It was my brother's. He had 3 of them, and he has a marina in Toledo, and they were going into the neighborhoods, and they were pissed everybody off, so they came here. It is nice to have that much space, Ms. Tro, but let me tell you, it is also a lot of work. It takes a day and a half to just spray the weeds where we need to make sure that we don't have overgrowth, and we have a pond, it's not a big pond, it's a 1/4 acre, but emu are stupid. Oh, we could get into the emu discussion. I don't know that they're stupid, though. They're like conniving stupid. The pond, we just stocked the pond this year, so we're trying, it's just a whole thing. And you got to pull the reeds down, but not the red-winged blackbirds. They build nests in the reeds. Do you guys know that? Like in the cattails. So the old cattails, if you pull them down, you feel like a mass murderer. It's horrible. It is so much work, right, Diana? It is so much work. But yeah, it's never ending. We'd love to have peacocks, but an acre isn't enough. No. And our neighbors are 1/4 of a mile away, and they're like, your peacocks are so loud. I'm like, yes. Yes. Emu are very conniving. Emu will suck you in. You guys know what an emu is? You heard that the drug cartels use peacocks as alarm animals because they sense people coming from far away. That would not surprise me. The other one I would use is geese, because geese, I know people use guineas as well, but geese, you come into their yard, we have geese. You have to be very loving to your when they're little goslings. You have to be very loving to them. I know you guys. This is like the weirdest. What am I doing here? No. Um, when you're the little, you love on them and you show them a lot of affection, and they will. Uh, they're very nice to you. But if you are mean to them, so we had geese when our kids were little, and Richard was very affectionate with them, and Glenn was a little antagonistic brat. So Glenn had to dart from the house to the he did it to himself, right? The geese knew he was mean, so they were mean to him. But geese will, if they will go after somebody. What did we have out here that scared the turkeys? We have turkeys in the barn right now. My husband bought them against my wishes. I didn't want any more turkeys because, well, they're super sweet. They're very lovable and they're smart. And they would be at the end of the road here. Our driveway is pretty long. They'd be at the end of the driveway and they'd see us come out the door and they'd like, oh, Mom. And they would come down the driveway and they just loved us. Loved us. And then we made them Thanksgiving and it hurt. It hurt. So what did Sam do? He bought more turkeys. He only got 2 though. I'm like, I don't want to know these guys. I don't want to know them. Thank you. Can't let them go in the yard. It hurt my heart. I had to be not home that day. It was rough. Anyways, but emus are conniving. Here we are. Look at what you never know what we're going to talk about here. We have curlews. Oh, what is a curlew? Okay, looking that up. What's a curlew? Emu. We had an emu in Virginia. Accidentally, one of our friends was a state trooper, and he called me. And he's like, "Hey, we have an emu we're trying to catch. Can you help us catch it?" And I was like, "Sure. It's only sleeting outside, and 30 degrees. We'll get in the truck and we'll do this." So we help him catch this emu, and they wrangle it down the road. And this is Virginia with winding roads like this, right? I don't know what emus eat, so I brought corn. They don't eat corn like that. Anyhow, we wrangle it into our round pen, which took us hours to do. And then my friend walks up and he goes, "Good morning, Heather," or Billy Ann. Our friend walks up and goes, "Congratulations, you now have an emu. We don't know what to do with it." And I'm like, "Wait, what? Find the owner." And nobody would come forward because the police got involved. So we owned an emu. But our Australian Shepherd Molly, that emu would like lure in, like, "I'm not looking at you," and then she'd come into the pen and he'd come over and go with his legs, and that's how they kill something. I want to know what a curlew is now. Tropical North Queensland bird. Okay, I'm gonna be looking that up. You never know what we're gonna talk about. Okay, can I get a whoop whoop in the room? Can I get a witness? I swear that gotta be my uncle. Okay. We're full of random factoids on here. You never ever know what we're going to talk about. Ever. Ever. Sassy Mama peacocks are my favorite. They're just loud. He's pretty, and we use the feathers. I make smudge wands, and I haven't made any in a while because I'm on fixated on a new project. And but we have tons of feathers now for new feather wands, so we might do like a feather wand making class in the store, I think. All right, let's go with Rachel. Let's go with Rachel on TikTok. Hi, Rachel. Thank goodness Lori Young's like, "I love these random facts." You never know. Okay, Rachel on TikTok. Let me know you're here, Rachel. Rachel, you have a really fun guide. I have somebody here that wants to like boink your nose. It's really funny. It's like boop. They want to be like boop, and just it's a playful person. Actually, it's somebody from their side. It's a male from the other side, and he just wants to. I almost feel like grandfather, great grandfather kind of energy. He just wants to do like stupid dad jokes and be funny. I feel like before he passed away, though, it wasn't quite such a funny time. I want to also have some breathing issues with him, um, almost as if maybe he had to be on oxygen or something along those lines. Because I want to take a nice, clean, deep breath, and I want to tell you that I can breathe really, really deeply, and it's really amazing. You may know who this is. You may not know who this is. It's totally fine, but I just need to let you know they're there. So when you feel like you need to stop, slow down, and take a nice, deep breath, that is this person saying, okay, slow down, enjoy life, don't overload yourself, don't get too stressed. This person, they had a cough. They had a cough. Um, but he would like you to do more. He would like you to do more like, look at the sky. Isn't it beautiful? Like the clouds. And we're not going into conspiracy theory here, you guys. Um, but the clouds, the shapes in the clouds, like have an imagination. Look up. Look up. Sassy Mama says, oh my God, that's my grandpa, her great grandpa. See, and that's why I tell people, um, you may not know who this is. And that's why it doesn't matter to me if you know who it is, because her mom's on here as well, and she might not have known her great grandpa. I can't pin that to the wall and say, you must know or you're wrong, right? That's not how this works. But I'm glad you are here, Sassy Mama, to know who it is. This person is like, look up. Don't look down all the time. I don't know if it, and I actually have to tell you this, and I'm sorry. I feel like it's screen time. I feel as if don't be right here in front of you all the time. Be up here. She didn't know him, but he would hate the technology all the time. Yeah, he's like, don't be here, be here. Because you're missing out on so many things in life if you are in this all the time. Yeah, I still look at the shot clouds for shapes as well. Absolutely. Dragons in the clouds. Absolutely. Boop. Isn't it funny though? That's the first thing. Boop. So, and I know, Rachel, that's probably not what you want to hear, right? You don't want to hear, well, somebody said I shouldn't be on my technology, but this is somebody from the other side. So hey, Zenny, I can't moderate what they say. It's not my job to do that. My job is to go look up. Also, do you have any soreness in the middle of your back between your shoulder blades? If not, be on the watch for that. That's so funny. I hear it has to do with look up. We're changing our bone structures. You guys know that? We're changing yeah, kind of a little bit. A lot of it is our posture because we're always looking down. I changed the structure of my neck because I did some nails for so many years that I have military neck. So you know how you have a curve in your neck and then your back comes down like this? Mine does not. It goes straight forward. And let me tell you, sending me a message about Sedona, Zenny. Yes. Some days it is very hard to hold my head up. My head gets incredibly heavy for my body because of the way I have changed the structure of my body from doing nails. Now, imagine doing nails and looking down like this all day, every day. Count your screen time, you guys. Pay attention, because if you're not keeping your head up, and this is not all about Rachel either, right? If you're not all here paying attention to that, then you're using orthopedic pillows and you're trying to reestablish curve in your neck. And it's rough. Cervical, absolutely. The posture of the neck and how we lean forward, holding devices, holding our shoulders tighter, is causing a lot of issues in younger people. So this person is actually going, years two, dental hygienist. Absolutely, Kelly, right? Is saying, hey, Pay attention. He's watching out for you physically is really what he's doing. He's like, pay attention to this. Very, very much so. So when we bring people across like this, we're like, okay, that's the validation. We know who this is. And part of his message is look up, right? But part of his message is pay attention to how do you talk to yourself as well, Rachel. Okay? Talk to yourself nicer than what you do. And it's so funny. He goes, men. I don't know why. But he's like, men. We judge ourselves sometimes on the other people that have an opinion about us. Don't do that to yourself. I hope that's helpful. That's what he wants to bring across. Hi, everybody. It'll be interesting because I can't see the TikTok like stats. All I see is who's on here right now. But I know that we've had hundreds of people pop in and out. Was born with the curvature of the spine. It arches to the left, painful. Oh, Ruby Tuesday, right? Yeah. When our back is out of alignment, Vicky V, good morning. When our back is out of alignment, everything. I mean, I'm a big proponent of massage. Holy cow, man! I went and had a massage last Monday, and I felt like I'd been mugged the next day. I am not kidding you. You could not touch my back, and I go in there, and the lady's like, because I have a couple different people I use. I use one when I feel like I need to be mugged, and then I use my other one. She's just kind of fluffy, and she works on my neck. But I go in, and she's like, "So what are we working on today?" I said, "Come out of here, feeling like a victim," and and but that she gets in and really moves some stuff around, and it's important because our physicality is so important. Pain does affect our spirituality. It does. That's why I'm walking daily. And I'm supposed to go out and get this walking app thinks I have all the freaking time in the world. It's like, we're going to take a 45-minute walk today. And I'm like, what? I can only walk down the country road so many times before I'm bored shitless. Okay? 45 minutes? Are you kidding me? I don't have time for this. And then I have to go, I do have time for this because this is me. I need to be working on this. I have time for me. Yoga helps a lot. Qigong, oh my gosh, Qigong helps so much. And I know it does, but I haven't taken the time to do it recently. Kelly says 5 back and neck surgeries with number 6 coming up. I'm so sorry, Kelly, because it's no fun. Okay, it's a chicken. I thought it was the donkey. I'm like, what are you making that noise for? Pretty sure it's a chicken. Okay. Yeah. No, I'm okay with that because I'm very goal oriented and I'm very, 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 very competitive. Like my level of competitiveness is stupid. So that helps me, right? Like the app gave me like, it gives you these, like I've met my goal every day, but on those 2 days, it doesn't give me like a yay. It gives me a couch. Like I sat on the couch all day and I'm like, no, you didn't. Like I sat on the couch all day. I thought, so I walked around my kitchen island the other day. I was like 80 steps short of my goal for the day. I'm like, I am not walking, going, getting in bed 80 steps short of my goal and having you give me a couch. At midnight, I was walking around my island in the kitchen and didn't realize that I had hit my goal. I was on Fitbit, not the walk app. Sam's like, what are you doing? I'm just Nobody is as competitive as you, Glenn. Are you competitive too, bud? I know. Anyhow, motivation. It's yeah, it is very motivating for me. It did. Okay. All right, everybody. This is me. This is me heading offline. So I hope I haven't changed the description of the chat today, only when we're competing, because it's a lot of intuitive discussion. And I don't want everybody to think it's just readings, right? Because we don't do that. I might do 4 or 5 readings, but we get on here and it is a great way to start with some laughter and some community and some let's just have a good time. And now it's time sounds like we're gonna have a really, really, really good time in Sedona. So if you guys are interested in Sedona, you can find that on the webpage. Oh, also, I'm working on our online store, and I would really, really like some feedback. You wouldn't happen to have an airbrush that works, would you? I do at the store. What does it work off of, though? Is it on a... It's on something, Glenn. It's not like on a compressor. What does it work off of? It's at the store. No, you can go to My Mystical Life or the Mystical Moons, Zenny. It's on both of them. I'm looking for some input on the Mystical Moons page. I have like 5 pages worth of corrections to make. We're missing a lot of photos, and as time goes on, I'm going to go work on it today for a while. Oh, how fun, Glenn! Yeah, it's at the store. It's at the store. I'll get it out and make sure she has it available to take home. So, yep, totally forgot. Oh, I will. I'm working on getting the online store revamped, but it has free shipping now. So the Mystical Moons has free shipping on the webpage, and there are a lot of photos missing. And I am working on getting new photos, new descriptions, and I'm revamping the webpage. So as I go along, I'll be like, hey, I'm going to offer some stuff to get some feedback. And happy birthday! Happy birthday! Happy early birthday, Care Bear. Yeah. Absolutely, Zenny. You can message me. You can message me. Okay, everybody. Find light, find love, find joy, feel divine because you are. And if Mr. Fry were here, he'd say, may the light be with you always. And I will see you guys maybe tomorrow. It depends on how early I get up because I have a massage tomorrow. It's about self-care. All right. Talk to you guys later.